From November 26 to 28, 2018, Government of Côte d'Ivoire, with the support of the World Bank Group, hosted the 2018 Ease of Doing Business Initiative Annual Conference. The EDBI conference is a peer-to-peer learning and networking platform on business environment reforms measured by the World Bank Group's Doing Business Report.
L'amélioration de l'environnement, des affaires et de la compétitivité d'une économie est un engagement sur le long terme. Il est crucial pour l'émergence de l'Afrique. Les réformes que vous portez contribuent à créer les conditions de l'expansion du secteur privé en Afrique. Quand on sait que le secteur privé est aujourd'hui au cœur des solutions du développement, on comprend l'importance de ces réformes.
The theme for this year's conference was Improving the Business Climate and Economic Growth Challenges in Africa.
Je voudrais exprimer toute ma reconnaissance au groupe de la Banque mondiale et à tous les organisateurs pour avoir accepté que cette conférence se tienne pour la première fois dans un pays d'Afrique francophone et singulièrement d'Afrique de l'Ouest.
Delegates discussed how reforms measured by the Doing Business Report contribute to improve the competitiveness of business environments in Africa and help attract and retain more private investments, create jobs, and support an inclusive economic growth. Over the past decade, Sub-Saharan Africa has improved to become the top performing region globally in the Doing Business Report. The 2019 edition of the report confirmed this trend.
The venue where we belong, where we are today, and the event itself is our regional peer-to-peer learning platform, and countries take this work very seriously. Today we're here with more than 30 economies who came to learn from each other, who came to be inspired from each other. And I'm very happy to say that for the first time we're actually in West Africa. So I'm very optimistic about the potential of reform spreading to these economies, and I think they take this very seriously too.
32 countries, a record number, were represented at the EDBI conference, a sign of the high momentum amongst governments in the region to improve their country's business environments.
Make them better in terms of not only the foreign investors, but the local investors, our SMEs. Those are the ones that matter when it comes to improving and creating jobs in our countries.
Rwanda participated in the 2018 EDBI conference.
The Ease of Doing Business Conference and the initiative is something that Rwanda has been actively participating in for the last 9 years. We've benefited a lot from it greatly in the past in terms of understanding from other African countries and other reformers some of the key measures that they've put in place to reform across the different indicators. It's been a very great learning opportunity, a platform in which we can exchange, we can share our experiences, but also importantly learn from others, in certain areas where we still have improvement to make. I think initiatives like the EDBI really help to, kind of open up, the eyes of these different member states to see the importance of the reforms, to see the impact of the reforms in the community. And I think that's why today we're seeing such a strong showing in terms of people that have attended, but also just in terms of the reforms that are happening across sub-Saharan Africa.
Discussions at EDBI 2018 highlighted the importance of integrating business-friendly reforms in governments' development roadmaps, the need to better monitor how private sector perceives those reforms, and reflect private sector's voice in the reform process. Delegates also stressed on the importance to encourage alternative solutions to SME financing, notably through venture funds and business angels. Rwanda was designated to host the next EDBI conference in 2019.